a few months ago, I'm going to say 4 or 5 months ago, there was randomly a new account that got created called Ellie on North American East Overwatch. Very quickly, she became, I don't know, very top 150 on the ladder within maybe 2 months or so. Then she started playing with tier 2 players, namely like Sugar Free. He used to play for Detroit Renegades. And they were winning a lot of games, and they became really big, and Ellie was getting more popular. Like, oh, there's this new girl, and she's really great at Overwatch. Maybe another month or so, she was in the top 50, and she was like, this is like, oh wow, she really is really incredible. She played with more semi-pro. Everyone heard a woman's voice when they played with her, when they were duoing with each other. Then I would say, what was this, middle of December, there was like a tweet from this person, and they were talking about why there aren't a lot of women in contenders. And there was like a little mini drama on December 14th, I believe, and it had to do with Second Win, which is the team that ended up bringing Ellie onto the team. December 15th, the Ellie Twitter account was created a day after this mini controversy happened, where they talked about why there aren't any women in contenders and why there aren't any more women in North American esports. Ellie, the Discord account, had been talking to everyone in the community. I had not been talking to her because I really didn't care about any of this fucking bullshit for a while. So Ellie had been talking to everyone. She did use voice with a few people while they played. And then that day after she made the Twitter account, she was invited to the Second Win team, which is the contenders team, without any investigation on their end on who she was, what her name was, where she lived, how old she was, where she came from, or whether the team she played from. They didn't ask any of that. They just invited her on the team, pretty much because of the controversy that happened the previous day. A few days later, she posts a screenshot of someone harassing her from a player called Haunt, who, if you're in the Overwatch community, you know he is one of the biggest griefer asshole 17-year-old kids, also in North American East, that is like a racist and a sexist, and he talks shit to everyone. He's been banned from Overwatch. He's been banned from...
He's 17?
The kid that was harassing Ellie, Haunt, is 17. Yes.
Okay.
He's been banned from Twitter. Do you know how hard it is to get banned from fucking Twitter?
Destiny knows.
Watch out on that. There's a lot of white nationalists that are still on there, motherfucker.
Sorry, Destiny, I'm trying.
Yeah, that's how hard it is, dude.
So this dude's been banned from Overwatch. He's been from Twitter. I banned him from the professional Overwatch Discord that I run. Like, we've banned this asshole from This is the guy who was harassing...
Did you ban XQC from Overwatch?
Ooh.
There was I did ban him from the Discord eventually for shit early on last year. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Andy. So then Haunt, the player, then she ended up posting a screenshot of being harassed. The entire internet came to her side for this player trying to threaten to dox her, trying to threaten to find out who she is, and harassing her. The internet came to her side. Because of all the backlash, the team ended up releasing her. Then the media all came. So you had Kotaku writing articles, you had Polygon writing articles, you had all the quote-unquote SJW, even though I fucking hate that term, leftist media, whatever, liberal media, writing about how a woman was kicked off a team because of harassment against women. Kotaku was the main proprietor here in the issues. Yes,
fucking Kotaku, dude.
I didn't even know. I just
you have no idea. My dude, I have a terrible past look. Dude, Kotaku has. I don't know who edits their shit. I don't know who lets it through.
Are they owned by Gizmodo?
It is just complete. Trash.
No, that was Gawker. Gawker is no longer a thing anymore. So.
I thought Kotaku was like...
Kotaku is owned by Univision. Univision bought the leftover stuff from Gawker that Gawker sold a bunch of their assets, and Univision now owns Kotaku. They're having problems. Kotaku's having problems. But it's the same dude that was involved with Gamergate.
Univision, the Mexican TV channel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the same author that wrote this article is the same one involved in all of Gamergate, which we're definitely not going to talk about. So he ended up writing
it. Sounds relevant, though.
Oh my god! I mean, you can ask. And then Polygon wrote these articles. They are all talking about how women were being harassed in games and esports and on the internet. And this turned into probably the biggest story for at least a day or two, where every woman on my timeline on Twitter was talking about their experiences of harassment in gaming and on the internet. And I personally, I have to say, do believe women get harassed more than men on the internet. I am a believer that women get harassed more in gaming on the internet. I am one of those people that does believe that they have a harder time.
Fucking cuck,
Is that
dude.
a hot take?
What a fucking cunt.
For some people, it is, yes. For some people, that actually is a
Fucking
hot take.
You ever played a
SJW.
CS:GO game with a girl?
I don't know about them having a harder time on Twitch. Maybe gaming in general, but not
No,
on
I think
Twitch.
they have a harder time on Twitch too. But we can do
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
definitely argue me that too.
Let's
You can
talk
definitely
about receipts. Let's talk
Oh,
about some
okay.
bank statements.
Okay, so then all the media started talking about harassment about women, and then finally I was like, okay, all of you fucking idiots, let me spend like an hour actually doing something. So you had Aspen, then who came on stream and said it was this dude named Punish. After that, I find out that yes, I can confirm that no, it was not a girl. It really was this dude, Punisher, who. He does, and this is the only thing I have not been able to confirm in the whole story. He does have a girlfriend or a friend named Ellie, which was the inspiration for all of this because he was in control of the Discord account and the Twitter account and the social media account. But there is a girl. I cannot find her. I have not spoken to her, but he says she exists, and she was the main voice that spoke in all of the games and all of the scrims and all of the custom games and all of the rank games that she would talk for him. But then there were multiple other girls that he would meet in quick play and in looking for game, and he would get all of them to talk for him, and all of them agreed to speak for him in custom games while he was playing. All of them told me that they would do it for him just because they like to play with him, and it was nice for them. It ended up
Wait,
being.
so this is the guy? Who's the main villain behind like the whole? Who's the master plan guy? Like,
Blizzard is the main villain.
No, this dude named Punisher.
Blizzard's always
he's
the
also
villain.
17. It's a 17-year-old.
wait, so he's the one who was
Well,
like
Blizzard
quote
didn't make
unquote
the
like
game.
doxing the person?
No. There's two. They're both 17. They're both
Oh.
17-year-old kids.
Okay.
They're both on North American East. Yeah, do you want to know the spoiler that most people don't know? Punisher and Haunt know each other. They're both griefers on North American East. They're both the griefer Overwatch asshole communities. Haunt tried to slide into Ellie's DMs and didn't know it was Punisher. Got denied by Ellie. Then Punisher knew it was Haunt trying to slide in his DMs and posted a screenshot of Haunt harassing Ellie on the Twitter to incite all of the media and the whole internet about the sexual harassment because he hated Punisher because he just wanted to troll him.
Bro, this story
Punisher-
is fucking awesome, dude.
I know, this
Holy
is good.
shit. This is an incredible story.
I mean, I spoke to all the women who said they didn't want to come forward because they were worried about being harassed. Punisher tells me, I mean, I did speak to Punisher. He said he did it to troll everyone and to grief people, and he had fun trolling pro players. He said that some pro players and streamers tried to slide in his DMs with like money and with like trying to hit on him because they thought it was Ellie. I don't know who the streamers are. I have any screenshots of that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
This is awesome.
Was Punisher able to get on a pro team, or is he like a pro player? Or
No, he's a fucking random dude on fucking North American East. He's not a pro player. He's not a semi-pro player.
He
He's
was
a
on
fucking
Ellie.
guy. He's just a fucking
good.
guy.
I think he's more fit for Rust. Maybe you should get him on a Rust server.
Eve Online, maybe.
Continue.
Wait, so what does this say about expectations if a person who's not even capable of becoming a professional esports player as a guy gets to slide into a team as a fake girl?
Everyone, okay, you know what the really thing is for me, and I can't blame them. Everyone wanted it to be real. Everyone saw Ellie and was like, "Oh my God, it's this new North American women's player who's gonna light up the esports scene. She's so good. It's so cool for the community." And they just couldn't wrap their hand around that. Of course, it wasn't fucking real. Dude,
Well, wait. So she got invited to teams because she was a girl, not because she was like a fabulous player at that point, right?
No, she got to rank 5. She was rank 5 in North America. on
Was
the ladder.
Punisher invited to a team out of curiosity or whatever?
He hit a higher rank with Ellie than he did on his Punisher.
Oh,
account.
got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
I
he
was
got
gonna say,
carried.
if he's like,
He
if
got
he's been, like,
carried because he
playing
was
for-
a girl.
No, he's
Yeah,
a one
no, I'm
trick.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's a one trick Doomfist, and he got up the ladder because Doomfist was OP during the last meta, and yada yada yada.
Wow.
I was joking.
So what do you
I
think?
mean,
What do you think about like female representation in pro gaming? Do you have any stats on that, or do you have any opinions on that? I really don't know too much about it, so I like asking other people that are more knowledgeable on it.
It's abysmal.
Dude, it would be great if more women are in esports. It'd be great if more women are in gaming. And yes, I truly do believe it is something to address like constantly. I know I don't think men and women get treated the same on the internet. I really think if you fucking believe that, you're delusional. Like you just don't understand.
Well, no, people think
The
that
fucking
men are
internet
treated
works or
worse than
something.
women on the internet. So
No, yes, every incel in chat really does believe that, and I understand that
True.
you guys do because you can't fucking talk to women. You'll never have a fucking girlfriend. You definitely will never have sex in your whole life. I mean, you could or gay sex.
Wow.
I
Don't
mean,
say
but
that,
both are fine. Both are fine, chat. I get it. Look, I get it. I get that. That's why you're
You're going at 14,000 people. That's a pretty big blanket, baby.
holy shit, dude.
No, because half of chat totally gets that, women get treated in gaming, but there's only so much you can do. Like I think you just have esports normally, and you try to help facilitate more women playing games. More women will play games as more little girls are brought up that playing games is okay. Because I think that's also definitely part of it. That's why there's so many more boys and men and males that play games than women, because more men were just interested in it as kids, and now that like our generation is here for streaming and technology and video games, that's why there's so many more guys than women. But it'll like even out more as the years progress forward in a normal way.
Do you really believe that, though, Slasher? Because the part of the story that I find alarming that we've already brushed under the rug is the incredible amount of abuse that he ended up getting under the guise of being a female stream or a female gamer.
Well, yeah, because people talk shit to women on the internet all the time, and they
Right.
call them cunts, and they call them bitches, and they call them whores, and they say you're never going to be fucking good enough. You're only there because of your tits or how you look like. or
Sometimes they
how
say,
you're
"What are
gonna
you on
wear."
your period?" when they're making an argument. It's so fucked up, dude.
Right. And do you think that there are going to be enough women that want to deal with that extra abuse just to be able to play video games professionally?
Did
I
we
think the
really?
fact-
Do
I
you
think
think
us hearing
most
about the
current
abuse-
esports people could
But guys say
handle
that
the
to each
level of
other
abuse?
too. I mean, not the same thing.
No,
like they
Nowhere
trash talk.
near.
But I'm saying it still happens. Like
No, no,
No,
here's
it
the
does
thing.
not
I will
happen.
Here's the thing. When a lot of times
do you
when
mean it doesn't
guys
happen?
are cancerous online and online gaming, a lot of it is like, I'm busting your balls. I'm having a beer with you. Let me heckle
agree
you a
with
little
this,
bit. When it's dissing a female, it's very, very much more evil.
Real
Like,
quick,
it's very
also
mo-
Real,
like,
real
you
quick,
never
wait,
should have
real
gotten
quick,
a
please,
vegan guy.
Multiple
yo,
death
please,
threats
please,
and doxing attempts.
please, 1 second, guys. I just want to make one clear clarification for a past topic. It's very important. I just want to clarify, just for the record, Chad did not cancel Marie, I believe that's her name's flight. The flight is available, and he did not cancel it. I just want to.
I think he also upgraded her to first class.
I just want to clarify that. Continue. I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's a Hassan move.
Anyways, continue on.
Whoa, Mr. Moon trying to snipe at me,
Dude, you got your sword. Holy shit.
Wow.
Look, you know what women didn't need? They didn't need a serious conversation about harassment against women in gaming to spawn from a fucking guy faking as a woman and no one doing any research. None of the journalists that are paid full-time money actually working as investigative reporters and
when do
finding out-
they?
I mean, I fucking do.
I'm joking.
Obviously.
I'm joking.
It's just kind of pathetic that like colleagues that I know, people at Kotaku and Polygon, couldn't fucking this
I
shit
wonder
out.
how
and we had a
Richard Lewis
whole-
covered it.